The Road to Heaven. Dayform Buddha. February 18th, 2024. Translation edited by Chinyu. If you have never been to heaven, never seen heaven, and do not know about heaven, you can learn about the second home created by Life Genuine. The second home is not heaven, but it is close to heaven. Knowing the second home is akin to knowing there is a heaven. If you cannot understand heaven through the second home, then you can perceive heaven through the people you interact with. If the people you interact with always bring you happiness, joy, freedom, and bliss, then you should know that heaven exists. Whether one can go to heaven has nothing to do with social status and power, wealth, ability, wisdom, age, knowledge, education, reputation, appearance, parents, what great achievements one has made in human society, what religion, political party, or group one has joined, how many churches, temples, lecture halls, Taoist temples, mosques one has built, the family and environment one was born into, how many incense sticks were burned, or how many times one kowtowed, how many good deeds one has done and how many lives one has saved, how much suffering one has endured and how much bliss one has enjoyed, how much teachings of gods, Buddhas, celestials, and saints one has spread, how much merit one has, how many masters and disciples one has, which God, Buddha, celestial, saint one follows, and even more so, it has nothing to do with what one believes in or does not believe in, and whether one is devout or not. Whether one can go to heaven has only one standard, that is, your quality of life must match the quality of life in heaven. The quality of life in heaven is very simple and pure, that is, unselfishness and selflessness. That is to say, once one achieves unselfishness and selflessness, one is the life needed by heaven. No matter when one dies, whether at 3 years old, 30 years old, or 300 years old, no matter how one dies, whether from starvation, burning, collision, illness, murder, entrapment, or natural causes, one can go to heaven after death. If you want to go to heaven, you must achieve unselfishness and selflessness. How can one achieve unselfishness and selflessness? One needs to repay debts, end worldly ties, make formless alms, and perfect and beautify the non-material structure of one's life. I want to liberate all beings. Don't think so. No beings need you to liberate, you are liberating yourself. Liberating oneself is liberating all beings. I want to save all beings. Don't think so. No beings need your saving, you are saving yourself. Saving oneself is saving all beings. I am helping others. Don't think so. Others don't need your help, you are helping yourself. All this is for your good. Don't think so. You don't know what is good and what is bad. What you think is good may be bad. What you think is bad may be good. If you are entangled in worldly ties, you cannot go to heaven. If you have debts, you cannot go to heaven. If your non-material structure of life is not perfect, you cannot go to heaven. In an environment composed of money, power, class, family, and country, it is very difficult to achieve unselfishness and selflessness. It can even be said that it is almost impossible. So in a secular environment, it is very difficult to find a selfless and egoless person, almost impossible to find. If you want to go to heaven, you must achieve unselfishness and selflessness. To achieve unselfishness and selflessness, the best place to practice and cultivate at present is the second home created by Life Genuine. If you cannot achieve unselfishness and selflessness, then don't harbor the improper thought of going to heaven. Instead, without any distinction between true and false, good and evil, beauty and ugliness, kind and bad, just accept the cycle of reincarnation in the middle and lower realms of life. This life as a human, the next life as a dog, the next life as a pig, and the next life as a human again, reincarnating endlessly. Experience the sweetness, bitterness, sourness, and spiciness of life, as well as the joys and sorrows, and the inevitability of birth, aging, sickness, and death of various lives. This life does not know the affairs of the past life, coming and going in confusion, which is also a good choice.